Chris Naylor is joining us as co-host this morning, and joining us also is Melinda McNutt, who's been here before for the, tell us why.
I was here back in April for the Walk Without Shoes.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, but luckily the weather's much nicer since then.
Oh yeah, it was cold back
was.
then. And then Julia, your last name?
Pizansky.
Pizansky, okay. And you are with?
I'm with Beatitude House.
Beatitude House.
Yes.
And can you explain what the Attitude House is?
The Beatitude House.
Beatitude
House, yes. The Beatitude House, we are based on 3 initiatives: creating homes, providing education, and fostering healthy families. We help homeless women and their children, if they're down on their luck, or, situations with domestic violence or addiction. We take them in, give them a place to stay, and help them get the resources they need through education, and help them find a career.
Is there considerable amount of homeless women in Ashtabula County?
Yes.
There is?
Yeah, there is actually. We always have a waiting list going, and they don't necessarily have to be in Ashtabula. I mean, we can accept them if they're applying somewhere else around the area. But there's definitely a need for it. We actually started 20 years ago in Youngstown, and we have a housing site there, and then we branched into Trumbull County, and then in 2012 we actually started the Beatitude House in Ashtabula.
What could you actually do for them other than find them a place to live? I mean, is there other things that you could provide?
Yeah, we give them a home, and give them a place to stay, so they can kind of take that stress off of themselves. And we set them up with a counselor, and if they're with addiction or things like that, and we help them get their GED or move on to post-secondary, and just get them the resources they need to find a job and become self-sustaining on their own.
I was going to ask you, the job thing, you can kind of lead them in that direction so they do work.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, because once they come to the home, a lot of them, they will go to school and get their LN, and from there, if they get some type of certification in some sort of field, then they're able to go on and get a job. So it really, they're not just giving them a place to live, they're giving them the tools that they need to live a healthy and sustainable lifestyle after they leave the home.
Linda, are you affiliated with this too?
I'm one of the I'll say volunteers for this event.
You do a lot of volunteers.
Well, there's honestly a lot of people behind this event, and it's really coming together really nice. I know you just see today me and Julia, but there's so many people that are behind putting this event. And I know we haven't really quite talked about how exactly the fundraiser works, but
yeah, maybe I'll have you do that, okay?
Right.
There's really the way that it works is there's 30 different, we call them master gardeners, and they're down in the Ashtabula, right by the lake area, and they are volunteering their homes so that you can come and walk through their gardens and see the different homes. And so we're calling it a self-guided walking tour, and we'll kind of explain that, but you'll be viewing the different homes.
And this is going to be when?
This is August 9th, so
Which
next
is this Saturday.
Yeah, this coming Saturday from 10 to 4. It's the Ashtabula Garden Walk, so participants can call our phone number and purchase their garden guide, and in their guide there'll be a map with descriptions of 16 different gardens, and they're free to go about the gardens anytime between 10 and 4. The homeowners will be there to kind of tell them about what they have in their garden. And
I think this is neat.
Yeah, it's kind of a different event.
We had a little garden tour here last week. I think it's up until Friday, but you could drive around and see people's gardens. It was fun. My wife and I did that, and we thought it was great.
Yeah, how wonderful.
Yeah.
We thought with the lake, right in Ashtabula, we thought, why not? Hopefully it'll be nice weather, and they can just enjoy a nice day out at the lake.
Okay, how do you make money?
You have a number to
Yeah.
call. Now, do you get a ticket? Now, do you have to mail? Is there mailing involved?
We're taking registration, so they call our phone number 330-744-3147. We'll get you set up with registration, and what we've been doing is mailing the garden guides out to them. But now this week, we'll just be holding their garden guides, and they can pick it up at our registration table at the Gathering Green, which is what we're calling one of the homeowners' gardens, is the central location where you can pick up your garden guide, register. There'll be a raffle there that day. We'll be raffling off some flowers, and there'll be master gardeners floating around to ask them questions about, about their own gardens at their homes. And, we'll have some light refreshments, some cookies.
So if someone has not registered, but they drive into town and think, oh, that's going on today, can they come to the main
Of
site?
course.
And where would that be?
Of course, that will be at 4005 Edgewater Drive. That is our main central location there. We'll have registration. So feel free to stop by. And
Where's that?
Is that right across from Kent State?
Kent State,
Okay,
yeah.
that's right,
So
okay.
when you go down there, you'll see the canopy tent set up. But I did want to mention that you can go to the Carlisle's Home in the Harbor store and
Yeah.
purchase you can
You can get
purchase
tickets.
there also.
That's good to know. Okay.
Or you can go on their Facebook page for the Beatitude House, and you can find the event on the Facebook page.
All right, let me go over this again.
Okay.
So you charge tickets to go on the tour, is that
yes,
correct?
our tickets are $25 for adults, $10 for students, and 12 and under.
So if it was a man and wife, that would be $50,
Right.
correct? And I'm not being smart, I'm just kind of curious, okay? What do you get out of that 25? So you're paying for the right to go on to the
Right.
the tour.
With the $25, you'll be given the map with the gardens in it.
Okay.
You can go tour the gardens throughout the day. You'll get to enter our raffle for our door prize.
Out of that fee.
Right, out
Okay.
of that fee. Yeah,
Okay.
the raffle tickets are included in your garden guide.
Okay, gotcha.
And then you'll get snacks at our Gathering Green, and you'll get to speak with the master gardeners and kind of get some tips from them.
I think it's kind of neat.
Right, and I mean, the purpose is to
You
raise
wanna go?
money for this, for this group, this organization,
Yeah.
the Beatitude, that is a wonderful resource
Absolutely.
for people that maybe have come on hard times. Now, is there a period of time that a woman can stay and then she has to leave, or is it unending?
Good
Yeah,
question.
we actually have two different housing programs. One is our transitional housing program, and that's for women. They can stay up with us for up to 2 years. Most of them stay about a year. They're, the ones that are quick to turn their life around.
What's your success rate? Does it work for them?
Yeah, we have many success stories, and we'll actually have a few women there.
I
at
wondered
the
if they
event.
came back and helped them
Yeah,
because they benefited from them.
Yeah, we actually have a few coming back that will be at the Gathering Green who will be happy to share their success stories with you.
Excellent.
And then our other housing program is the permanent supportive housing, and those are for women and children who have some sort of disability, whether it's physical or mental, and they are welcome to stay with us for as long as they need to.
So now, if a woman comes in and she has a child, and you help her find a job interview, is there a babysitting service when they go
Oh,
for
yeah,
their
we have-
interviews and all that? I mean, it's a very supportive.
Yes, we do. We
Environment.
cover everything. We have our counselors that help our women, but we also have child advocates that help our
Okay.
kids. So they're not only helping the women better themselves, but we also help the children, with their schooling and help them stay on the right path as well. So
I can't believe I've never heard of this. I've lived in this community,
well,
in this area my whole life. Really.
They began in 2012.
Okay.
It really was a community effort just to fundraise the money to be able to have a home, and they had to obviously do, I don't want to say construction, but they had it's right behind
Renovations.
Yeah, renovations. It's right behind the is it St. Joseph's Church
Yes,
on Lake Avenue.
Okay.
So it's the home is right behind there. It's on
Gotcha.
Lake
Right.
Avenue.
Okay.
But there's 13 apartments, as she said, and I've gone and taken a tour of it, and I've gotten to see it, and
Do you guys have to pay for the utilities and all that stuff for these women?
we have certain contracts with different utility companies and things like that. So that's kind of worked out, but we do pay for we cover all their expenses while they're
Well, if they're not working, you couldn't
Right.
afford it.
right. And but what they do pay rent. Rent. It's not normal rent like it would be for us, but
Right.
just to help them get in that. I have to stay on a budget.
Responsibility.
Right.
Learning.
That's excellent.
learning those kind of skills. But we, started in Youngstown over 20 years ago, and, like Melinda mentioned, in 2012, there was a group here of some of our donors in Ashtabula that said, we need this service here. Can you guys please come here? And they, were very wonderful about helping us raise the money and doing our
Now,
renovations.
do you have many where you've got like abused women? I mean, what if someone is trying to hide from an abusive spouse? Is that a
Yeah,
resource for them?
Of course. Beatitude House isn't an emergency shelter,
Okay.
but we do work with, emergency
Okay.
shelters and get a lot of referrals from there. But certainly, we do have security cameras, if that's something
Right.
that the women are
Okay.
dealing with, we certainly are willing to help
Now,
them.
I know you're focused on women. What about homeless men? I mean, are they taken care of in another vein or another way?
Yeah, I mean, our services are mostly for
For
single women and their children. Our founder, she was inspired by the movie God Bless the Child. I don't know if you ever saw that made-for-TV movie. It came out a long time ago. But it just showed, how a single mom, once she hit hard times, it's just a downward spiral.
Right.
You lose your job, you can't pay your apartment, rent. And so she was just really inspired. So that is the reason Beatitude House came to me.
I guess I must be awful naive because I didn't realize that we had. I thought maybe one or two homeless ladies or homeless men, but from what you're telling me, that's not the case. There are people out there that really experience that.
Yeah.
Big time.
No, I mean, but there really is a need for this, and I really feel that this is. I'm just happy to be a part of this event, and it's going to a really good cause, and it's more than just, like we said, a place for women experiencing tough times to go. I mean, they're not just getting a place to live; they're getting the tools that they need to live a sustainable lifestyle after they live or they
To
leave.
rebuild their lives.
Yeah,
and
once
to-
they leave
right.
the home.
That's
So-
wonderful.
All right, we are talking about an event that's coming up that I think would be a lot of fun. I really do, and it all goes to a good cause. I'll turn it over to you girls, and you can explain this.
All right, well, it's the Ashtabula Garden Walk, which will help benefit Beatitude House in Ashtabula. It is this Saturday, August 9th from 10 to 4, and you can call in to get your tickets at 330-744-3147, or you can visit our website at www.beatitudehouse.com, or you can stop at Carlisle's in the harbor at Ashtabula. She's going to be selling some tickets down there. It's $25 for adults, $10 for students, and 12 and under are free. And what you'll be doing is it is a self-guided walking tour among some homes along the lakeside neighborhood. So feel free to come out and you can tour the homes, and we'll have refreshments and some master gardeners giving out some tips, and we'll also be having a raffle. So
How'd you pick these homes with these gardens?
our committee members actually approached some of their neighbors who they saw had some pretty gardens, and
Yeah,
were
yeah.
like, hey, we kind of need you.
So
to
you
be part
can
of this.
walk on the premises and actually see them up close and personal.
Yeah, there'll be yard signs that designate, which homes
Right,
are a part
right.
of it.
Yeah. Okay.
And in your garden guide that you'll get with your ticket, we'll have all the information about the gardens, little descriptions.
Have you seen any?
I have. And I know she'll obviously be in the tour, but I'm just amazed when I see, her garden in particular, and I know that everyone else, theirs as well, but I mean, they put so much effort into their gardening, and it really shows. and it's
Whose
just-
garden are you speaking of?
I'm speaking.
You're not allowed to say.
No, I can't. Lisa Decato, and she's one of the committee members for this event. Really big supporter.
I
of
really
this,
like looking
so.
at gardens. I really do. I mean, because I know personally it's very expensive and it takes a lot of energy
Yeah.
and workmanship to do this.
Yeah.
And once you get it completed, you feel like you've really accomplished
And you
something.
like to show it to people.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It really is.
Yeah, so I think it's a perfect
right.
event for the gardeners
Mhm.
because
Right.
I mean, how often do they get
Right.
to
I mean, we
show it
have
off?
a few plants in our front yard, which is nothing, but I'm still proud of that,
We'll let
Nothing-
you be on the tour next year.
Yeah, right. I'm sure nobody would even want to look at it. But yeah, it's really, really something. I mean, there's a lot of pride that goes into this sort of thing. So I'm sure a lot of people will take advantage. Have you got any pre-registered people?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we've sold many tickets. We're
Really?
Yeah, we're over 100 tickets sold
Good
so
for
far.
you.
Super.
So
Yeah.
we're really excited. The momentum has been building for quite some
Very
time.
good.
And it's nice because the gardens, there's something different. Each garden has a little something special about it. So I mean, you guys will be, if you come out and see them, you guys will be pleasantly surprised. They've
And
been working very
explain
hard.
one more time in case somebody's tuning in late where the proceeds go.
All proceeds benefit Beatitude House. We help homeless women and children and help them provide with services to transform their lives. So it's going to be a great event. We're very excited about it, and we've had some really great sponsors. NASIF and Kent State have been very helpful. They're our lead sponsors, and we've just had a great time planning this, and we're so excited for people to come out.
Your school
and see.
actually is involved.
Yes, I taught at Kent for a lot of
And you
years.
didn't even know this existed.
I know, I can't believe I didn't know it existed.
Yeah.
Well, we're just excited to be getting the
Right.
word out. Hopefully, maybe people have seen it on Facebook. So, you said that you will put it on your
We'll
Facebook
put it on mine,
page.
yeah.
And you can check the Beatitude House Facebook page. And then again, if you haven't, the phone number, like we said, is 330-744-3147. But you can go to the Carlisle's Home in the Harbor store and pick up
Melinda,
tickets.
is there a
there.
deadline to get tickets?
We'll be selling tickets up until the day of the event. If people, are down in the Lakeside neighborhood on Saturday, please stop by at our central location. The Gathering Green is at 4005 Edgewater Drive. We'll have registration there, so we'll be selling tickets all day.
Yeah,
Okay.
so right across, if you're not sure where Edgewater Drive is, it's right across from Kent State. So,
Yeah, now I can picture it. I couldn't picture it at first, but well, it sounds like a great project, and I thank you girls for coming in. I think
Thank
it's
you.
very
Yeah.
important
Thank you for having us.
to find shelter for these women out there and their children.